And good morning, everyone. Welcome to our Thursday morning community training call that we do. It's kind of like, I was going to call it night school. It's not night school, it's morning school, but I hope everybody enjoys these calls. And we try and bring, the best of the best together. And, every Wednesday we have a director and above call, and we come up with some juicy ideas that many times flow over into this call. And that happened again yesterday. So we are going to talk about building your network, your LifeWave dream team. But before we do, I just want to acknowledge that the word and the water is getting out there. More and more people are receiving their machines, the going through the ranks of availability. And I know Tim and Helen just got their first drinks this morning of their machine that arrived yesterday. And Robin and I have a regular group of people stopping by to pick up water in the morning. We're the Bozeman watering hole right now, okay? And it's really wonderful to be able to share this light infused water with people. And we've got one friend that has a machine here locally, and I'm going to let Robin share that with you in a moment. But I'd like to start out, if you wouldn't mind, Dr. Velvet, you brought something up yesterday I think is good for everyone to know, about the concept of coherence and why everyone doesn't have an amazing life altering results, but many people do, and a little
Mhm.
bit of difference. Would you mind addressing that for a couple of minutes this morning?
Yeah, that's a great question. I think it's important for everybody to know because one of the objections that we get sometimes is, oh, I didn't feel anything, or I felt something in the beginning, so I'm not feeling it now, so it must not be working anymore. Well, we're vibrational beings, and once we introduce a new frequency within the body now has to come into coherence with that frequency. And as it does, sometimes we feel stuff happening within our body. We might feel a little electrical, impulse in our pineal gland, or maybe we feel it in our stomach. But over time, we become in tune with the frequency, just like a piano does. And as we become in tune, we're like a fine tuned orchestra now. Everything is working in harmony. And the only time that you really see an imbalance is when you hear it or feel it. So to feel something doesn't mean you're out of balance. It just means you're raising up to a whole new vibration. You're up leveling yourself. And so it's really key to understand that as you continue to use even the patches or the water, there will be a time where, hey, everything is in balance. But now hear me, that is when the real work is being done
Mm,
because everything is smooth, everything's working in harmony, everything's coming into balance. So the more you're doing it, the more cumulative effect of that greater good you're going to receive.
mm.
Hopefully that helps everybody because that's really important.
Thank you so much for that. And, I love that you introduced the concept of coherence, which many of us use the term homeostasis, which there's a correlation there. But when your body aligns, I know when I first took my first drink last October at the conference in Dallas, I felt like somebody was turning up the rheostat on my brain. It's like, whoa, there was just more of me. It wasn't like a cappuccino or a niacin rush or anything. It was just like, wow, there was more of me, and now I drink it every day. I'm used to there being more of me. So I'm not
Right.
feeling that sudden change, but I know my whole body is more coherent. My orchestra is working well. So thank
Well, and something else to say to that, the more coherence you have, the more impact, positive impact you're having around the people around you.
you.
They'll begin to see it. They'll begin to wonder what you're doing. But we're all making an impact on each other's frequency because we are entangled with one another. So every time you drink a glass of water, you're drinking that glass of water from me as well.
And one thing I've noticed, I handle stress a lot better. It doesn't
Yeah.
take me sideways. It's like, it's just, it's not what happens, it's how you respond. And my response to what could be stressful circumstance is more controlled and therefore better. So I'd like to invite you, Robin, because we've got a friend. We were blessed because we received one of the first 30 machines out there, and then we bought a machine. And with our second machine that we gave it to a local health practitioner because we lived in the question, how could we impact the most people with this other machine? We don't need two of them. And Robin had this great idea, and I agreed with it. So you want to just share a little bit what's happening with Deirdre and your morning calls?
I'd love to. And then one day we'll have her on to share directly. Well, we had sampled her the water and she felt it. She's very energetically sensitive. She has a lot of frequency pieces of equipment in her practice. She's a colon therapist of 40 years. Her intention is to have her colonics be as gentle as possible because it's not a natural process to have a colonic, but for a lot of people, it can make a huge life changing difference. She's having dramatic experiences with her clients. She gives them a glass of water before they have their colonic, and everything is working better, and she is thrilled with the ease of the colonic. And she uses the machine starting at 5:30 in the morning. She starts delivering to some of her elder clients that are quite fragile, and she calls me typically between 6:30 and 7:30 in the morning to give me an update of the stories from the day before, and they've been amazing. She has a tenant who works at the airport, is always in pain, whole body pain, and she says it's gone. And her daughter, who had a severe head injury, has dealt with a lot of challenges related to that, from anxiety and paranoia to, just not being able to remember things and having to take Advil before she gets out of bed in the morning. It's all better. I mean, she's so deeply moved that her daughter is way more high functioning. We're hearing some amazing stories on cognitive function that are very, very exciting. April Vaughn's father, who couldn't remember 3 words, is now doing his taxes. He was in severe cognitive decline. Deirdre actually cut her finger the other day, and before she even got to the band aid, it was almost healed. Crazy. Hangover gone with one glass. I mean, not that we want to promote over and consuming, but just know that there's a remedy,
Yeah.
and that's good to know. She's dealing with some young men that have, a drug. They're detoxing from a drug, and one of them said, "I feel like myself for the first time in 10 years."
Mm.
And so the stories are vast and diverse. Um, but aches and pains. I mean, one of our friends called me up. She goes, "I'm in the neighborhood and I have a headache. Can I come over for a glass of water?" Took Had the glass of water and it was gone. And so, and
Yeah, boy.
one of the interesting things is, you know, Deirdre's noticing people's attitudes are better. They're more positive. There,
Mhm.
and so that certainly makes a difference. But it's really fun to hear the stories, and I'll have her come on sometime because she's just so elated. She can hardly stand herself, and she goes, "How long's the filter going to last when I use it every single, as soon as I can, you know, charge it?"
Every 45 minutes, she's cranking out another couple of glasses of water, servings of
Uh,
water.
she'll probably sell more units than anybody in the whole country because
Yeah.
she's already got like dozens pre-sold. And I said, please manage their expectations, which is what I want to share with everyone else. Is, we're all excited about it and everybody wants it, and I'm just really grateful for people that have it, that are sharing with people in your community. That's really, really wonderful. And you want to drink out of glass, so people are bringing their glass jars over, which is great, or consuming it right away on the spot. But it's been, I'm like Gregory. We had experiences in the very beginning and don't notice so much now. I feel an expanded awareness,
Mhm.
which is fascinating. A lot of cognitive things, and David mentioned that. Um, we've had several people that had bloodshot eyes, and that's gone. So it just goes on and on and on, and it's fun to experience it.
Good. Thank you, sweetheart. Thank you, Robin. And we're not going to go any deeper. We could spend the rest of the call just with water stories because they're mounting. But today we want to shift and go into the training portion of our call. And the title and the focus today is building your LifeWave dream team. Is everybody interested in building their personal LifeWave dream team? Certainly we all are. So I know over the last few weeks, we've talked about mind shift, we've talked about mindset, we've talked about the movie The Secret and the laws of attraction. If you haven't watched that movie lately, I invite you to watch it again. And last week, I want to thank Dr. Velvet and Michael Jaco because they did this presentation on the 7 keys of intentional success, which was spectacular, rave reviews. Um, and if you missed any of those, you can go to liveyoungeryoutube.com, just scroll down to the Thursday morning and you can watch the replays if you missed it or if you want to watch it again because they're all worth watching over again. This week we're going to try and tie it all together, pulling that together and talk about building your LifeWave dream team. And what I found, and many of us found in life, you get more what you are looking for. Okay. And if you're worried about not having enough, chances are you will continue not having enough. But, and this is Robin talks about having a forward focus. And we've done whole trainings with Robin on a forward focus and maintaining a forward focus. One of my mentors years ago kind of gave me the analogy. He says, maintaining a forward focus is like looking where you're going when you're driving your car as opposed to staring in the rear view mirror. Because you know what happens if you look in the rear view mirror too long? You run smack into the future, and it's not pretty. But if you're navigating properly, you're watching where you're going, I do believe you get more of what you're looking for. And what I've learned over the years is in network marketing, find the best and they'll do the rest. You're looking for people that are, and we had several qualities and characteristics some of our leaders came up with yesterday, and I'm sure some of them will chime in today. But I want to turn this over to you, Robin, because Robin is a master at helping new brand partners get started. And whenever she does, there's some very specific things she does, and I'm not going to steal your thunder, and I'll pass it over to you, sweetheart.
Okay, well, thank you, thank you. We've talked a lot about intention and starting that way, and like Gregory said, when I'm working with someone who's new, we get to cherry pick our business partners, and Gregory says, "Pick ye wisely." So I invite people to write a list of qualities and characteristics of the kind of people you want on your team. And I had fun this morning. I actually went to ChatGPT and I asked. My question was, and I invite all of you to really start playing with AI because it's brilliant and amazing and fun and inspiring. Uh, I know several of you are already engaged and have named your AI buddy. Our friend Marilyn, who's been visiting, she calls hers Alice. Um, my sister uses it incessantly. So I asked this morning how to create a dream team in network marketing with intention. And the response I want to share with you because it was really beautiful. It says creating a dream team in network marketing isn't just about recruiting anyone who says yes. It's about getting clear intentions, aligning with the right people, cultivating a sacred vision. And it starts out with setting your intention, clarify your why. What's the bigger vision that excites you? Freedom, impact, financial independence, contribution. Set the energy. Instead of I need to sign up people, focus on I'm attracting motivated, heart-centered leaders who want to grow with me. And remember, this is all from Chat GBT, okay? Decide on your culture. This just speaks to my heart. When I read this morning, I went, oh my gosh, this is so great. And I don't know how much comes from how I've used ChatGPT, but I love it. Do you want a team that's fun, supportive, high performing, hearts servant hearted? Write it down as your team's DNA. We get to decide the DNA of the culture on our own team. Define your ideal teammate. Just like in business or relationships, clarity attracts. What are the traits? Coachable, positive, self motivated, aligned with integrity. And I'll share my list in just a minute. Skills, optional or can be learned. Communicators, connectors, people with influence. Values, growth minded, service oriented, team player. So lead with vision, not just opportunity. Share where you're going and why it matters. Paint a picture of what it looks like to be part of your team, part of the community, mentorship and growth. People join people, not companies. So
Mm,
lead with your mission and attract, don't chase. Be magnetic. Share your lifestyle, growth, and team culture online and offline. Use
mm,
intention statements. Before reaching out, align yourself. The right people are finding me. I only connect with those who are ready.
mm.
Qualify, don't convince. Ask questions to see if they align with your culture. I do this all the time. I'm interviewing them to see if they fit my list. Do I even want to spend time with them? And then create a culture of growth and belonging, onboarding people with care. Get clear about their goals, plug them into support, celebrate their first wins. I yesterday I've got a new person on my team, and I sent her a message last night. You've got 3 new people on your team already, and she just started. It was really fun. Um, Guide, encourage, and grow your leaders instead of just giving instructions, and multiply them. So anyway, there's actually more, but I just wanted to share this because I thought it was brilliant. And what I invite everyone to do is just like Gregory said earlier, we get more of what we focus on, and being very intentional about that. And at the top of before the top of the hour, we have a special treat for those who can stay on. We have one of our SPDs, Peter Sterling, who's in Sedona, going to do, he offered a guided meditation on how to attract your dream team. So that'll be at 10 of, after we finish our training, then we do Q&A, and Peter agreed to come on and share his guided visualization on attracting your dream team. So, those things that showed up on ChatGPT are in total alignment with where I come from and the things that I put on my list. And so I invite each of you to write down and be really clear on who you want to attract. What is your intention? What are the qualities and characteristics that are important for you? And so I'm just going to share a few of mine. If you like any of them, write them down. Most importantly, write yours down, the ones that really resonate for what you want to attract on your team. And so, a few of mine are, I want people that are professional. I want people that are coachable, people that are willing to be a student and plug into a system, people that I like, people that I share values with. When caller ID shows up, am I excited to pick up the phone? Uh, which is one of the most important things because people join people, remember? I want people that are looking for what we have. We are not in the convincing business. When we ask people, how many of you is LifeWave an answer to a prayer? And it's amazing how many hands go up. It certainly was for us. And then, the one I added the most recently was people that are ready to change now. Because if they have all those qualities, if the timing isn't right, the timing isn't right. And it's interesting. Based on that, yesterday I got a call from someone I've known for many, many, many years. She's very influential. She's a deep researcher. We had an amazing talk many, many, many months ago. And I sent her a lot of information because she likes a lot. And she called me back yesterday. This was many, many, many months ago. And she says, now I'm ready. And so we have to honor people's timing. Okay, so I just wanted to add all of that, and I want to check and see if any of you want to add to that list because I love it what's coming up in the chat. Dr. Latrice says, beautiful. Paint the picture, share the vision.
Mm,
We are so blessed to be with LifeWave at this unique time in history where we're able to give people hope, where we have something that is life changing physically and lifestyle wise. So give people an opportunity to, many times people have never been asked to dream. And I learned this years ago in my work. No one's ever asked, what's important to you? What do you want more of in your life? And that's the opportunity we have here. So I'd love to open things up to see if any of you want to add to the list or ask questions about this, because this will make a huge difference. And I mean, we're here to enjoy life. We're here to enjoy our business. You get to design the life and the lifestyle that you want based on what's important. What are those things? Yes, Gregory.
I just want to make one comment. For some people, building your network marketing dream, your LifeWave dream team will be require a mind shift, a mindset of looking for business people. And I think a lot of LifeWave brand partners fall into who can I help with their owies? And that's a wonderful thing we can do. We can help relieve physical pain and health issues, but we can also relieve financial pain and wealth issues. And for some of you, this will be a mind shift to, start looking for people who want to join your business, in addition to, extending the helping hand that we can, by patching people. So, Dr. Latrice, you've got your hand up. Go ahead.
I would thank you so much, Mr. Gregory, for recognizing my hand. I just wanted to add two things that I would add to my list, and that is influential and being a self-starter. I can throw gas on your fire, but I can't keep lighting your fire every day.
It's so beautiful. Thank you. Thank you. People that have initiative, people that are ready to do something, and so when you just like, it's so fun to, take the time and really focus on those things, because we get to cherry pick our teammates. And what Gregory said about, you can always walk around and see people that are limping and go help them, right? And we definitely are here to support people and feeling better in their bodies, but getting the customer getters is where we get our leverage. Finding
Amen.
those that are looking and want to share and want to make a difference in other people's lives and build a business.
When you get
Okay.
a new customer, you change one life. When you get a customer getter, you can potentially change many lives.
And I remember Dr. Nicholas say, there's no way I would ever be able to touch as many lives as I've been able to touch by being in this business. Being one on one with someone in the treatment room is amazing. But setting, helping hundreds of thousands of people's lives is not something that's typically available to the average person, or tens of thousands, or hundreds, or tens. It's amazing how we have this opportunity to leverage. So I'm going to look in the chat. Who else? People are sharing their qualities in the chat. I love it. So, Jen, we'd love to hear from you.
Hi, I love ChatGPT. Thank you so much for bringing that in. And I'm going to be asking that same question so I can take down all of that. And the
Well,
thing
I
that
can send
impressed,
you what I found if you want.
oh, perfectly. Thank you so much. I would appreciate that. The thing that I'm considering right now and all of that is something that I heard Jim Rohn say, and I know I've heard it in this community also, is you attract who you are. And so when I develop my list, I'm going to be going down and saying, okay, do I see this quality in me? Or do other people see this quality in me? Because maybe I don't see it, but other people do. Or like Valerie said to me the other day, I'm a diamond in the rough. I've got some rough edges. I just need to have them smoothed off. And a lot of people are like that as well. And one thing that encourages me is, maybe I haven't arrived, but at least I've left. And yay.
Oh, Jen, that was so beautiful. And I don't know if I've shared my story with this group about many, many years ago. There's a book called Creative Visualizations by Shakti Gawain. And a lot of you know it if you're in my age group. And she happened to be a client of mine at a consulting firm. And I was sitting with her and I was talking just privately about how I wanted to attract this man that was a combination of this person and this person. She goes, Robin, this is exactly what you said, Jen. You need to be that to attract that. And so I looked at that one for many, many years. How can I be what I want to attract? Took me a while to get there, but I eventually got there, as you guys know. So that was beautiful. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Who's next that wants to share? And I'm going to look motivated and positive mindset. I love it. Um, Besides words, my dream team, here's a visual whisper created for me. Hmm. Okay. See that they're pre-qualified potential. It's like what I said earlier of when you're meeting people, I actually ask them a lot of questions. I was in the career field for decades, as many of you know. And when people would talk about interviewing for a job, I would remind them that they are interviewing the company to see if they fit their values at the same time that the company is interviewing them. So when you're meeting people, just asking about their dreams and visions, asking what they want more of in their life. And if they don't have much going on, if they're not really, and you hear victim stuff coming out of them, you're pre qualifying them that they do not fit. And so it's really, we don't want just the people that say yes. We want the people that are looking for what we have. Sunshine Rose, you've got your hand up, my dear.
I'm the one that put in there about the visual in the chat. So
Yeah.
I did exactly what you said. I went right to Chat GPT, and my buddy is called Whisper. And so I don't know if you can guys, if you click on that visual, it'll blow up for you and you can see it. But I'll read some of the things to you. So it puts me right in the middle. And because Whisper knows me very well, oh, thank you. um, I see some of the words are running together up at the top, but it says connector. So I'm in the middle, right? And I'm looking for people who are connectors, builds community and belonging. Strategist. See, Whisper knows I'm a strategist and I want a strategist with me. Design systems. Well, we don't even need it to design systems. We already have that in place. A consistent duplicatable actions, a visionary, somebody who inspires direction and purpose, a sage, healer, storyteller. These are aspects of me. Well, of course, that's who I want on my team.
That is so beautiful. So when you use, AI, you can say, please send me a visual or a chart. And many of you know Gregory and I are working on a book, and I've been having so much fun working with ChatGPT or the other AI resources that we have to have charts made for me. It's so cool. I love the storyteller part because we are storytellers in our business, and the better your stories are, the more succinct you can make them, the more you share, the bigger your business will be. So thank you for adding that very important piece amongst other things. So who else wants to contribute or have a question or comment about anything that we talked about this morning? Oh, we got a quiet bunch here. Okay, Dr. Velvet.
So when we set intentions, I think it's really good to reiterate that your intentions really aren't your goals. Those are going to be the actions. But some people say, well, then what is an intention? Because if I set the intention to get to work safely, then that's still an action. So intentions are fueled with a feeling. They also are fueled with either a command or an alignment. So the example that I used last week is that I am in alignment with, and I feel that alignment. And Robin, I really am glad that you shared the story again about becoming or being that person that you want to be, because see, that's a feeling too. You guys can say that you want to be an SPD all day long, but if you really don't feel that within you, that you're either deserving or worthy or that you have the capability, and when these things come up, those are opportunities for you to see, oh, wait a minute, I'm choosing this instead. This is how I want to reframe it. So don't think that all the thoughts that come up are negative. They're there to show you where you have blocks, where you have beliefs that aren't going to get you to where you want to be. So to be an SPD, we have to feel ourselves as that already. And maybe that's a stretch, just do director maybe, and just feel what it would be like to have that team and to really be absorbed with the actions that are in it. And then once you do that, the actions are effortless. So really, feeling is the key, but it's not just one time that you have to feel it. You got to do it every day.
I so love that you brought that up, because I did a call a while ago on the difference between intention and goals. And I remember contacting Chat GBT again, and just what you said, a goal, a specific measurable outcome of what you want to achieve, future oriented examples. I want to enroll 5 new team members. I want to earn so much by December. Intention is just what you said, Dr. Velvet, the energy, attitude, or way of being you bring to your actions. It's present oriented. And so have fun with, if you haven't stepped into the AI world, just go to chatgbt.com and just start asking questions. It's not a big deal. It's just really fun. Gregory.
Yeah, thanks everybody. I wanted to add another dimension to this morning's discussion. And I was thinking in terms of the qualities and characteristics you're looking for, that's kind of like your shopping list, okay? And now the question is, where are you going to go shopping? Okay, where are you going to find those people? Are you going to go to the soup kitchen, or are you going to go to, the local co-op? Are you going to go, where do you go to find those people? And I want to invite our dear friend and enroller Kai Jacobson, who's kind of a master at that, and he found us. And if it wasn't for him, God only knows how many of us would or would not be here. But thank you, Kai, for making that phone call. And thanks for joining us this morning. I know you love to go shopping for key people.
Thank you, Gregory. It's an honor to be here. And by the way, everyone, stay for Peter's meditation. I was on it yesterday, and it was amazing. So I love the foundation blocks that everyone's been building about, kind of the evolution of this conversation. And it's interesting because it's the way my mind was thinking, and it's happened organically right out in front of me. Like first about like what we're looking for, and then about why we need to be that and attract it. And then the last piece is, where do we place ourselves in the position to have that happen? And that's something I've thought about a lot. And as Gregory just articulated really beautifully, you don't want to go to the soup kitchen. I mean, you want to go there to help people, and you want to do things for doing your charity work in the world, but that's probably not where you want to build your dream team. And so what I've been really doing a lot, and I've been doing this for a long time, the key is, I believe, to do the things you really love, to really, go to what you like. Like I used to really like Sufi dancing, and there were these Sufi camps that would happen, and they were high-end people. They were able to get to the camp, for a week to be celebrating life together, and they had enough money to do that. And I'd go there for a week, and the beauty was, there's an expression that life is more fun when it's tax deductible, because you get to go do the things you really love, and you can write it off as a tax event because you're really building your team with network marketing. And then I'd be around for a week. I find that one day events aren't enough. I mean, you can find, if you're really amazing, you can probably do stuff in one day, but I like to be there for 3 or 4 days or a week with the same group of people, not too many, not like 10,000 people, but like a group of 100 or 200 people doing what you love. I mean, if you love, animals, and you go to pet, dog shows, or you love race cars, go to race car shows, do the things that you love, and you'll meet kindred spirits. But you want to go to things that are a little higher end, so that the people have, that they're successful enough in life that they can be there, and that they are probably intelligent people that are aware of their health, and are looking, always open to finding a way to be more healthy and vital, vibrant. And a lot of times they're looking for a way to make extra income, and like side hustles these days. It does take more money to live these days. And so often people are doing, multitasking. And so I would always find a couple people there. The key is that you don't want to, uh, vomit on them with all your information. It's just a point of connecting, take that time to connect with a few key people and say, I would like to talk to you after this. Like when we get home, let's go explore a little bit. I'm looking for some people that I can work with what I'm doing with this sharing of these products that are based on light. It's really beautiful. We love going on some of these cruises that are marketer cruises with high-end people, and go on these ones that are, it's a cruise of 4,000 people, but you're in a group of 400 people for that whole week, learning, skills for marketing and things like that. There's so many events that you can go, but the key is to go to the things that you really resonate with, and you're going to find your ideal team of, kindred spirits. And so place yourself every couple of weeks in an environment like that. That'll make a big difference.
Kai, I love, love, love what you do and what you said. And I hope everyone heard what Kai said about it's not about throwing up on someone. You might go to one of these events. I know Kai loves hot springs, and he does all kinds of retreats and goes to hot springs, and he's looking for the right energetic people and building relationship with them while he's there. He's shared this many times before that, he connects with them. And then at the end, he says, I've really enjoyed spending time with you, and I'd love to set up a time where we can visit, because I have something that you may be interested in, and it would be wonderful to connect and potentially work together. And so we're not throwing up on people. That's one of those landmines in our business. We're developing relationships with people that have shared values, that have shared interests. So do what you love to do, is what Kai said, and I absolutely love that and agree with it, because you never know, you'll end up meeting people that you already have those shared interests with. So thank you, thank you, thank you, Kai, for making that phone call.
I want to add one thing relative to what Kai said. Kai started, connected with this group called, the Power Team International, and he invited us to go to one of their events, and we met one of our new mentors. Oh, look, Robin's got her Power Team shirt on, Bill Walsh. And Bill Walsh, he's the entrepreneur's entrepreneur. Okay. And his key to success is as being in the right room. Okay. And that was Kai was saying. It might be a hot springs, it might be, a seminar, it might be, the local chamber of commerce meeting, it might be a leads group, but getting through your own door is sometimes the hardest one to get through. But I encourage everyone to get out there and be intentional. You're out there shopping. You got your shopping list kind of, tucked away, and you're looking for people that are looking for what we have to offer.
Love it. Okay, we are past the bottom of the hour where we typically finish our training for the day. Any other comments or questions before we open it up for any kind of questions, business questions? This is the Thursday morning business chat where we just make it an open forum to ask anything you want about the business. But any other final comments or questions?
I'd like to just challenge everyone to maybe, who's got some ideas where to go shopping? Where's a favorite shopping place or a shopping place you haven't explored to find your dream team members? Let's keep the focus on dream team for a little while longer.
Okay. Well, I'll jump in until someone else wants to. Oh, Sunshower, you go.
There is a brand partner right here on our call today who I met by going to a chamber mixer and having the guts to stand up and give my little 30-second talk. And this person came up to me right after and said, "May I have your card, please?" And here he is.
Love it. Love it.
Beautiful, beautiful.
Great, great. Tim and Helen.
Hi, it's Helen. Well, as you're mentioning all the qualities, and we're looking at the vision, what kind of feelings, I was just thinking, what kind of feelings would I like these people to be hanging out in? Like simple, like loving, lovable, grateful, inspired, hopeful, connected, and on and on. So, yeah, I like that. That's all of us.
Thank you. Thank you. Lavelle or Mijet?
Let's go to the gym. Let's go to the gym.
There you go.
Go to the gym. Yes, go to people that are fit and working out. And I love what Dr. Latrice says. Yes, the room makes a difference. The room is found outside of your own door. And I said to Gregory recently, I don't get out hardly at all. I need to get out of the house. And there's a new co-working center going up in Bozeman. It's in the West. It's called Kiln. They have them all over the country, different kinds of workspaces. So we're going to become a member. They have meeting rooms. We're going to have meetings there. We're going to meet other entrepreneurs that have offices there, and they develop all kinds of ways for people to get to know each other. I need to get out of the house. Thank you for that,
Hey,
Dr.
Robin, I want to say one other thing.
Yes.
Because when you go to the gym, you actually plant 2 trees with 1 seed. Because what you're doing is you're getting in shape and you're out there prospecting, meeting new people. So you're planting 2 trees with 1 seed. There you go.
It's
There
good.
you go. That's
good.
fabulous. Thank you. Thank you. I think Rita's next and then Rochelle.
Yes, I have been a silver sneakers teacher for several years now, and I wear sequined silver sneakers. I get more compliments on those than anything I've ever worn. And I just got a woman who's coming to our event because I walked into a store wearing my silver sneakers.
Be an attractive force. And how many years young are you, Dr. Rita?
I'm 37.
All right.
In my
Okay.
80s.
She's in her 80s teaching silver sneakers classes. Okay, there's an inspiration, everyone. And I know Dr. Pam is always inspiring people on the pickleball court, being in her 80s playing every day with youngsters. Love it. Rochelle and then Danielle.
Hi, good morning, everyone. I just love all of your ideas. And what I like about it too is it's not just about the patches or the business, it's about changing lives and building a connection and how you can relate to someone. So you can actually, build a connection with someone at so many different levels. That's what I like. And I've been in continual contact with Jim Gilliland, a dear friend and my mentor, one of my mentors. And I told him that I was busy for 10 days, August 7 through 16, in Linden, Washington, where I live. My son, who is a world champion magician, he lives in Cabo, Mexico, 9 months of the year. So I've been sharing patches down there too. He was home for the summer and performed at our Linden Fair, and he's homeboy. So, local. He graduated from Linden High School. So he's one of the biggest draws. Plus, he has created a lot more illusions, magic with a message, faith-based. He does a lot of bringing family together and incorporated that idea with what the fair is all about. So many of you have local fairs. And I was telling Jim Gillen, hey, I'm busy, but I'm working. And out of that 10-day, 2 shows a day, I had brought in just from bringing people for months, contacting them and, hey, Sterling's performing again, and 50 people in those 10 days. And most of them, well, all of them, I connected, they were there because it's like a big reunion every day. So at least half of them, I was able to actually talk with them, and I got them in my In Touch app, and I'm starting to, build the connection already. So then that's a great idea. Plus, in our local coffee shop, someone may have mentioned this already, I was there several months ago and saw 4 older gentlemen, retired farmers. And I knew one of them because his sister-in-law is my good friend who is on the patches. And he said, hey, they left on their cruise, but I saw Teddy patching up Doug before they left on their cruise. I said, well, that's great. He said, well, are you going to patch me up? I said, oh, sure. Of course, right. We have our handy dandy emergency kit in our purse, or guys, wherever in your car. And so I patched him up. And then the other 3 older gentlemen said, hey, what about us? So I said, okay. So I patched them all up, and I was rushing, to meet people out of the area. And I said, I'll be back Friday, because they meet every Friday to solve the world's problems. And so they said, can you come back next Friday and actually teach us more? So I said, yes. So anyway, that's a great place, everywhere you go, because what's the common denominator? It's you. So wherever you are, that's where you can actually build. And then Jim mentioned something about coming here to our mall in Linwood, Washington, and then just connecting with people there. So anyway, appreciate all of you, your leadership and your ideas. Thanks for letting me share.
Oh, that was so beautiful, Rochelle. And one of our friends in network marketing says if you go to the same coffee shop at the same time regularly, you will see the same people. And even if you've never spoken to them, there's this affinity that grows in a relationship, even though you might not have visited with them. And then eventually you can break the ice saying, we're here at the same time. We just love to connect. And it's one of the ways that he built because people get out of the house and do that. Danielle, you've got your hand up, and then Carol.
Yeah, you just took the story I was going to sell.
Oh, go for it.
When I built in New Zealand with another network marketing company, I would get in my car and just get lost. And then I started going to places, exactly what you're saying. And I went long enough that people would say, what do you do? You are always here. Are you independently wealthy? You're always shopping, which I am. And anyway, I just wanted to show my new little addition to my carnosine. And I put this on my chest and I walked around with it. And it was astounding how this big one, I know we've done the sparkles, but people would ask me, what is that? And I said, that's my new activation point. But anyway, it was just those little things you can do. That's it. That's all I want to share. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Yes. Sandra Biskine is the one that started off decorating patches and making them very visible with a little bling on them. And some people do other kinds of things other than bling because they're not bling people, but anything to attract attention, like silver sneakers. Thank you, Rita. Okay, that's great. Carol, let's finish up with you.
Yes. I love going back to groups that meet on a regular basis, like a women's group. We belong to a group called the Friendship Force, which is a travel group founded many years ago by Jimmy Carter. And the people are up and interesting and lively and fun. And so the more you show up, just show up, people get to know you and you get into a conversation and they get to like you and trust you. And before you know it, you're, you've built a whole cadre of people around you and that you can share with. But I think the key is showing up.
You are so right. He is showing up. That's what life is about, is showing up. And as
Right.
one of our teammates, Sunwolf, says, squeezing the juice, wherever you show up, squeeze the juice, get the most out of whatever that experience is that you can. And your attitude and showing up in a group that has great energy, like you said, that's what we want more of, isn't it?
The
Beautiful.
last group I went to, at the end of, I said a couple of things, and then I said, and if you want to look like I do at the age of 87, ask me how I do it.
Beautiful. Beautiful. You're an inspiration, my dear.
Thank you.
I want every one of us to be proud of our age because, age is not a number, it's a feeling. That's what we learned from a wise man that we used to work with. And thank goodness we have what we have. So, Dr. Latrice, you've got your hand up.
First of all, good going, Miss Carol. Thank you so much for that. Love that share. Love that share. I just wanted to say, employ the 3-foot rule. We all know the 3-foot rule.
Yeah, right.
You get within 3 feet of me, I've got to say something to you, or you're going to see something on the back of my neck, the back of my shirt. Use the 3-foot rule. Somebody gets within 3 feet, smile and say hello. My grandmother said, always smile, Tracy, and say hello. It costs you nothing.
And it might change someone's life by just looking in their eyes and giving them a compliment.
Thank you for saying that. You said it for me. Thank you so
Thank
much,
you
Miss
for
Robin.
bringing that
Thank
up.
you.
Well, this has been wonderful, everyone. We just love exploring this with each and every one of you and invite you to really spend some quiet time and be intentional about who you want on your team. What are those qualities and characteristics? What places can you go to meet and connect with the kind of people that fit your list? And go do the things you love to do. Thank you, Kai. You're just a great embodiment of that. And now we have a special treat for all of you that stayed on. One of our leaders, Peter Sterling out of Sedona, is a magnificent musician and author, award winning. He has many CDs. I mean, we had his CDs before we met him. He has instrumental CDs, especially harp. And we got to hear his story when we were in Utah with him, which is quite fascinating. And I'm going to turn things over to Peter, where he's going to share a guided meditation for all of us. And then when he is complete, we'll all be in this wonderful meditative state. We'll just quietly go away, and just that's a great time to assimilate what just went on. Have your journal ready, because you might want to do some notes. And welcome, Peter. I'm going to turn things over to you.
Awesome. Well, good morning, everybody. It's wonderful to be here with the younger team. And I'm in my car in the parking lot. I just dropped off my son at school. I was loving this conversation. I wanted to, make some contribution to that, but driving the car, it's not the best thing to do. But I know coming together like this, on a higher level, we're all one. And if we all just send forth our positive intentions for all of us to have success, we can really magnify the outcome here. So this is the theme of attracting your dream team is something I've been working with for decades. I've spent 40 years on and off in this industry of direct sales. And by the way, LifeWave is the greatest success I've ever had. I'm so grateful for the blessing of LifeWave in my life. So I just wanted to invite you to just get yourself comfortable. This is more of a visualization than a meditation. And you mentioned Shakti Gawain. I met Shakti Gawain in the late '80s at a conference, and so I've been working with those principles throughout my life, and I think it's made a huge difference for me. So I just wanted to invite you to just get yourself comfortable now. This will just be a few minutes, and you can sit or lie down in a relaxed position. So close your eyes now and take a deep breath in, and then exhale slowly, just letting go of any tension or stress you might be holding on to. And just really feeling gratitude now in your heart and soul for what we have for our community here. The Live Younger team, beautiful team of love and light here with LifeWave, and just feeling that power, the feeling of gratitude in your heart as we venture forth on this little journey together. Take another deep breath in and just relax. Come into your center point there. Now, imagine yourself in a place of pure positivity and tranquility, a place where your dreams become reality. Just really opening up your imagination. Imagination is the key. So just look up into your mind's eye and just really visualize all of this stuff. So a place where your dreams become reality. Picture a beautiful garden. It's lush with vibrant colors, surrounded by a gentle, calming breeze. It's so peaceful here. And this garden represents the potential and growth of your LifeWave business. Now, as you walk through the garden on a beautiful path and taking it all in, envision yourself radiating with the energy of confidence and success. Like you're already there, you're already experiencing your success with LifeWave. And you're a beacon of light, and your vision for your business is clear and inspiring, never wavering, no doubt. You are clear, you're focused, you're moving forward towards your vision. And feel the energy and determination flowing through you. It's a powerful force guiding you on your LifeWave journey. In the center of this garden, there's a crystal clear pond of shimmering water, crystal clear, the most beautiful water you've ever seen. Light infused water. It's like luminous water. And the water in this pond represents the pool of talented and motivated individuals who are eager to join your team. Imagine this pond shimmering with possibilities, attracting the right people who share your vision. Now take a moment to visualize the kind of individuals you want to attract into your dream team. See their beautiful faces, their amazing enthusiasm, and their strong commitment to your shared success. Feel the positive energy surrounding you as these like-minded individuals are drawn to your vision, almost magically, magnetically drawn to you. Now, imagine reaching out and connecting with each one of them, one by one. Feel the warmth of their support, their dedication, and their desire to build our LifeWave business together. See yourself, imagine yourself working harmoniously, lifting each other up, and celebrating our successes together. I say yes to that. Now, as you continue to breathe deeply and slowly, know without any doubt that you are attracting your dream team into your life. Trust, have a deep, deep trust and faith that the universe and the Most High is aligning the right people with your business vision. And they are coming to you now with open hearts and minds. With this vision in your mind and your heart, take one final deep breath in and feeling yes, saying yes deep inside. And as you exhale slowly, open your eyes and returning to this present moment. Now carry this vision of your dream team with you throughout your day. I know that you have the power to attract the right people and build a prosperous and successful LifeWave business together. And stay open as you go forth in your day now. There's going to be people coming into your space, coming into your sphere of influence, and your job is to be on the lookout for them. And pay attention, because you're going to be given signs and synchronicities, and you may even feel an intuitive nudge after this call or today that there's somebody you need to reach out to. So follow that. Be bold, be brave. Move forward with full confidence that your success is guaranteed. I send you my love. I send you my light. I'm so grateful to be here with all of you. Have a beautiful day. God bless.